Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. Get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air get thinner. Standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
You're watching JJDrones on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Karl Marx. You're watching JJDrones on YouTube.
I'm Karl Marx and I approve this message.
I am surrounded by idiots.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Live from the Volvo 780 studios in anywhere USA. This is JJDrones Live. And now, here's JJDrones.
And it's JJDrones Live. Hang on just 1 second, folks. We are dealing with massive failures today. And it's just one of those days. So let's go back. And it's JJDrones Live. Welcome to the train wreck. And literally, thank you so much for coming in today. I appreciate you all being here. We've got Off the Hook Outdoors, Ted. We've got Jenny and Steve from Stormy Sky Reel Productions. We've got Gary from Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. We've got my dad, Dave Johnson. We've got Christian from Mainlight Drone. And we've got Mr. Polanowski, Ted's father, the senior. Thank you all so much for coming in today. It's gonna be a show. If you would like to have one of your video featured on my website, email me, Jason at JJDrones360.com. And for everything JJ Drones related, go to JJDrones360.com. And if you'd like to help financially support the program, just go to my website, JJDrones360.com/Amazon1. Doesn't cost you anything extra. And if you would like to submit a video for Blinker Flute of the Week Awards, email Dan, droningveteran@gmail.com. And to order one of Haley's coasters, they're $10 each. You can go paypal.me/JJDrones. Let us know what you would like on the coaster, and we can get that out to you. And if you would like to go ahead and order some baits from Ted, Off the Hook Outdoors, they're $30 for no color preference, $35 if you want specific colors, and add shipping to that. You can just go to Ted's website, offthehookoutdoors.us. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. It is appreciate you guys being here, and I look forward to meeting you in person as well, Mr. Polanowski. I really do appreciate you being here. Mom is here as well, so thank you so much for being here, Mom. Appreciate you being there. Now, today, and baby girl is here. Thank you so much for being here. as she's been here this morning trying to work out some technical issues. And as you can see on the side of the screen there, not all of the background is actually covered because, well, we'll get into that here a little bit later on in the show. But first, we're going to bring in our co-host for today. First of all, we have Brian from Cheesehead Media. Thank you for coming, Brian. And not last but not least, we've got G-Money. How you doing, G-Money?
I'm not doing too well because you identified Brian as co-host. What am I, a sidekick or an afterthought? What's going on here, bro?
You are the man of the hour.
Okay. Yeah.
No, you need no introduction, my friend, and you are definitely always going to be the co-host of the year because you bring all the props.
This is real life, bro. There ain't no props about this. This is real life.
All right, so let's see here. Brian says it is a train wreck for sure, and he would know because he films trains. Let's see here. Ted says that he likes his dad likes the Packers, so. And G-Money is the mascot. What do you think about that, G-Money?
Mascot for what? For stupidity or what are we talking about?
Well, I do say that this is a train wreck, so I mean, maybe it's the mascot for the train wreck.
Okay, all right. Does that help the train wreck at all?
That does help.
I just realized, like I think we had an earlier dialogue. I'm trying to find the image for the new Florida man. So you go on and do your thing. I'm going to research the Florida man, and y'all just have your little chit chat. I'm just going to be silent in the background.
Okay. Well, we do have our Blinker Fluid of the Week award segment is back this week. Dan is not here. If you can go to Dan's Facebook page over there on Facebook, Droning Veteran, I think it's just under Dan Maybe. But it is his wedding anniversary today, so that's why he couldn't be here. So congratulations, buddy. And we're so happy for you and Betty, and I'm so glad that Betty hasn't, yet. So Betty is a wonderful, wonderful woman, and I'm glad that you guys kind of brought me into your family, and I appreciate all that you've done for me. And especially with the Blinker Fluid of the Week awards, and every time that I go to Utah, you guys come pick me up, and you kind of brought me into your family. So I appreciate that, and many, many happy years to you and Betty, Dan. And I know he's going to be watching this later, so just wanted to get that out there. But we have Sadie, the Sleeping Spaniel, our sponsor for Blinker Fluid of the Week awards. Let's hear from her.
Hey everybody, I'm happy to be back again with another Blinker Fluid of the Week Awards video. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and make sure that you go and you vote for your favorite video. Thank you so much for coming and watching Blinker Fluid of the Week.
And it's Blinker Fluid of the Week. And it is our Blinker Fluid of the Week segment. And just to let you know, Karl Marx is in the house. So thank you so much for coming in, Karl. And all is well, as that ends well. But Blinker fluid of the week this week, as you could probably tell by Sadie sleeping on the couch there, is screwdriver flavored. Screwdriver. So, a little bit of vodka and orange juice.
I was going to ask you if it was a Phillips.
Hey, Jeremy, thank you so much for coming into the program. And Ted says, no, my dad said he looked forward to meeting you. And I said, I don't, because you're a Packers fan. Okay, makes sense. Let's see here. Just Shirley, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And we're going to go ahead and get this show rolling here with our Blinker Fluid of the Week segment. That's just not right. And we are getting down to oh, my dad just sent me the cutest picture of Sadie sleeping. Hey, Nick, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Remember, everybody, this is 1, 2, or 3. Make sure that when I put up the poll that you vote for your favorite. Now, here's number 1. Just an average, ordinary, everyday in Utah. Everybody's kind of merging over. Now Dan's moving off to the right here. And there's our winner. Just completely no blinker, no nothing. You never know when you maybe they had to use the bathroom. Here's number 2. Oh no. No, you. Come on. Oh my gosh. There's so many things going on there. So many things going on there. And number 3. And he is following that up. Here comes the car, right back onto the interstate. You cannot make this stuff up. You really can't. So I'm going to put it in the chat right now. You can vote 1, 2, or 3, but I'm telling you right now, my vote is for number 2. There's just way too many things going on in that video. And G Money, you said that you have a picture that you emailed me. G Money, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I was typing the reply. I'm sorry. Okay. I sent it to JJDrones CEO.
All right, so let's see what picture Gary. Okay, so this is going to have to.
Hopefully you received it okay.
Oh, I did. I did.
This is for the cheesehead dude up the top.
Oh, okay. Hey, Paul, thank you so much coming. Thank you very much for coming in. He says, "Wake up, G Money."
I was typing. I mean, there's too many things on my plate here. You know what I mean? Thank you, Paul C. Thanks for
Okay.
showing up. Finally.
So Brian, this is courtesy of G Money, the new Florida man. This person has taken the title. Here you go. That is a new Florida man. Congratulations.
My hat's off to him. My heart is off to him.
Thank you so much for coming in. And I hate I don't want to ruin this, or I don't want to, completely butcher your name. Is it Buhay? I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry, but
how about BSV? Just go with BSV. Bro.
Okay, BSV. There you go. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. So this week, I was able to actually go to Park Falls, and G Money or Brian, do either one of you know the significance of Park Falls, Wisconsin? And Brian, you are muted.
Probably a good thing.
Well, it helps if I click that button, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Isn't Park Falls the location of the Breakbush factory?
No, it is not.
Oh.
No, it is not. Park Falls, Wisconsin has got the population of about 2,000 people. And it is the home of the St. Croix Rods factory. And there's me in front of the sign. And we actually had a really good time there. And their store front, I mean, look at all these rods. Just absolutely incredible. This picture right here is basically like their scratch and dent section. G Money, you had your hand up.
Yes. Can you tell us about St. Croix, the actual saint? Tell us about that, because I'm not real familiar with that.
Well, I don't know the information
like
about the actual.
I think that in French, I think croix could be meaning cross. I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, so the St. Croix Rod Company is based.
No, I'm talking about the St. Croix.
Oh, you want to know actual St. Croix the saint?
Yes. Should we get your brother on the phone? Somebody that's godly?
Yeah, he would probably be better. There's a lot of information about St. Croix and the Virgin Islands, and there's a lot of information about St. Croix rods, but not a whole lot about St. Croix the saint.
Okay, all right.
So there you go. But I can tell you right now that the St. Croix Rod Company has been in business for 75 years. They started back in 1948 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, by two brothers. And the reason that it is called St. Croix is because when they moved the business from Minneapolis, St. Paul over to Wisconsin, they actually named it after the St. Croix River over there in Minnesota. So that is the reason for the name of the company. Now, I've got a few more pictures here. Now, this right here is their historian that they have there. Went through a lot of different rods throughout the years. And he has basically an explanation for every single one of these rods, and all these rods are all St. Croix from the beginning of the company all the way up till now. And he goes through each and every one of these poles, and there's definitely a very interesting story behind every one of them. My favorite one was the muskie pole that looked like a huge cue stick, and basically you could take it and catch the muskie and then beat it over the head with it. So just a very, very interesting little setup that they have there. Now, you weren't able to take pictures through the tour, but they do have a window there in the store that you can see where the rods are actually drying with in these big, huge barrels here, and they just spin around and around for 4 to 9 hours, depending on the rod and where it is. Yes, and it is rods, not poles, because they don't make fishing poles; they make fishing rods. Yes,
What
and
is the
Ted,
difference between a pole and a rod?
well, that is a very good question. I they did say it through the tour, and I completely missed that. So, Paul said, or not Paul, Ted says 32 people have hands on each and every rod they make, and that's 100% true. There's not too much machining that goes on with those rods. Most of it is all done by hand, and it's absolutely fantastic to watch them. Yes, G Money.
I think, don't quote me on this, but I think the old time term for like a fishing pole, a lot of the old timers in the old days would fish with a cane pole, and it would just be a piece of string attached to the end. And over time, that became to be known as a fishing pole. Over time, they've added guides and reels and all this stuff. So that's the difference in my interpretation, the limited knowledge I have. That's the difference between a fishing rod and reel versus a pole. It's just terminology that's been carried on through generations, through families that has never really left the family, even though the upgrades in fishing tackle, rod and reels have improved. I hope that helps in some way.
That actually makes sense, and it's very similar to what I believe that the guy talked about in the tour. So very good, G Money. Thank you so much for adding to the program. Paul C says St. Paul in the house. How can I help?
I see a lot of comments. I'm trying not to cut you off, and to the people making comments to me or the other members of the panel, I'm pretty much just listening to the host and the co-host, and I'm just a sidekick. So I'm just going to sit here and pretend like I'm participating as a equal trio, but we all know that's not the case. So for people making messages down below, just see the host and talk to him about it.
Ted says off the hook outdoor, or Ted says Jason did this to me on purpose. Robert Mac Media, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Simply Nanette, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you being here. Now, there was an opportunity that I had to purchase some stuff, and Ted's going to have to wait until I make it up there to, or make it over there to Pennsylvania. But there is something coming when we get to Ted's place. So he's just going to have to wait and be patient, because I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Yes, G Money.
Shouldn't that bag say best rods on earth or the bottom of your lake?
Ooh, good point. I don't know who would drop a St. Croix rod down at the bottom of a lake. I can't put my finger on it.
Who would blame their daughter? It's all said and fun. It's all said and fun.
Yes. Paul says at least Cheese talks only when spoken to, unlike G, seems to always have something to say from the basement.
I don't live in a basement, Paul. I live on the floor, a concrete floor. There is no basements in Florida. But all right, I'll zip it now. You made your point.
Robert Mack says Trucker G is pulling a trailer with Wreaths Across America on the sides. That's going to be happening this year, and Breakbush Transportation was nice enough to get some trailers that are branded for Wreaths Across America. And then Shirley, thank you so much for running this in the background. I hope that you have something really good for supper. And my dad says that's why we have scuba gear. But now, when they actually make the rods over there at St. Croix, they make them in with carbon fiber, and I wasn't even aware of that. And so it's going to be a strong rod, and they put it over a metal piece of they call them blanks, and then they shape the carbon fiber over the blanks, and then they put it in then they put the some sort of sealant on there just to make sure that it doesn't fall apart, and then they bake it in an oven and pull it out, and then they have other people that go through and sand down pretty much any of the parts that are sticking up, and then from there it goes to another station where they paint it, and then they put the guides on and everything else. I mean, we went from basically nothing to the finished product, and there literally are 32 people that put their hands on each and every one of those rods. And I actually saw the guy that has his name on each and every one of them. His name is Rod. So, oh, let's see here. Ted says, I did drop it in, but we got two big fish while it happened, and they were worth $600, or were they? Very good question, Ted. So overall, our visit to St. Croix was fantastic. We actually got to see a lot of things. I got to purchase some items. In fact, Haley and I went fishing with the rods that we got from St. Croix today, and we actually both caught a bass. So that was that's really exciting for us, because most of the time we go out there and we're just catching bluegills. But we both caught a bass today, which was exciting for the both of us. So I'm just going to give myself a round of applause. And Haley, I mean, she always outfishes me. So, she got the bigger of the two. Let's see here. Ted says, I'm happy you guys got to see the best rods on the planet being made. Yeah. And my dad was not only participating in Blinker Flute of the Week, he was trying to qualify. But I wasn't able to qualify him because he wasn't being filmed. So it was fun, though. It was fun. And my dad and I are actually going to be going to Rothschild, Wisconsin this week. And I can't tell you what it's all about yet, but stay tuned, because there's going to be a video that's going to be coming out probably next week, if I can get it all edited and everything. But I would like to have that video done by Wednesday. Yes, and G-Money knows exactly what I'm talking about. Sleeveless shirt and hard hat. G-Money was working hard today. G-Money is always working hard. I think Nick was trying to insinuate that you don't work hard all the time, Gary.
A message to the host. I would like to request permission to speak via Paul C.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Paul C. and JJDrones. Yes, Nick, thank you very much for blessing us with your presence for once. You've been kind of AWOL, and, it's either us or the hogs. You got to make a decision, bro. I work hard all the time, bro. But I work hard at not working hard. You know what I mean? So that's working hard.
One thing that I did want to bring up today, too, was Brian is trying to raise money for another organization, and he was kind of torn on whether he was going to be able to donate any money to Wreaths Across America because he's trying to donate to this other organization. So, Brian, I'd like to give you the floor and give you an opportunity to talk about your organization that you're trying to raise money for and what you wanted to do for Wreaths Across America. But before we do that, let's play the here it is. Let's play the sounder for Wreaths Across America.
JJDrones is hitting the road. Raising money for Wreaths Across America. And to finally meet Ted off the hook outdoors.
So, yeah, Brian, you want to talk about your organization that you're trying to raise money for?
Oh, thank you, Jason. I'm raising money for Mission 22. Mission 22 is a organization to stop soldier suicide. We lose 22 veterans a day to suicide, and their mission is to stop that as much as possible. I've been working with a very good friend of mine, Michael Nielsen. He's in Two Wheels to Survive, is kind of his personal organization that he uses for fundraising. In fact, he just rode from the state of Washington back here to Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the Harley Davidson 120th anniversary, and literally just got back home today. And his whole time is to raise money and awareness for that organization. So I've always been a very big supporter of him and what he's been doing. And that's what I've always stepped aside. Jason, JJDrones here, has really brought to my attention Wreaths Across America. It's an organization I never heard about, but they do one of the most honorable things possible, and that's to remember our veterans that are out there that are no longer with us. And at Christmas, everyone should have a wreath. Trying to figure out how to work with both of these organizations, kind of had a thought, and I ran it by Jason and Gary, and they both are very supportive of it. For every new subscriber I get to my YouTube channel, I'm going to donate $1 to Wreaths Across America. I figure that's a way to honor both organizations in different ways. I'm already coming up with things to do for next year that I'm going to talk about, not during the podcast, but with Jason. And I've got a few other ideas going forward, but for this year, it's going to be $1 for every new subscriber I have. There's going to be a minimum donation. There's also, if this goes like ultra viral and somehow I get 1 million subscribers, please understand. There's no way I can do that, but I will do everything I can for every subscriber I get.
So if you are not subscribed to Brian over there at Cheesehead Media, make sure that you go over there. I mean, even if you don't want to, join his channel, if you really want to just, make him squirm a little bit, you just go over to his channel and hit that subscribe button, because for every subscriber that he gets, he's going to donate $1 to Wreaths Across America. And my dad just asked, what is the goal and how much has been raised? So we're going to talk about that. It's $17 a wreath right now. Gary brought that to my attention, so thank you, G Money, for letting me know about that. I wasn't aware that they raised the cost. And it does make sense because, let's face it, the price of everything goes up. So, and thank you, baby girl, for actually putting Brian's link up there in the chat. Appreciate that. But the goal now is going to be $2,000, because we're basically at the $1,000 mark. So right now, here's where we're at. We've got $660 cash right now. With me driving to Pennsylvania, that's going to be at least another $150. So that puts us at $810. My dad already said that he would chip in $250 if we hit $750. So we're already over $1,000. I'm not going to put that up there until I actually have that cash money ready to go. But he also said if we get to $2,000, that he's going to chip in another $250. So we're already there, or we're not already there, but we're going to get there. Yes, G Money.
Maybe I misunderstood what your father said. Did he say at 2,000 he would contribute, or at 1,750 he would contribute 250?
Dad, in the chat, which way did you say? Was it 1,750 or was it $2,000? Let's see here. And Brian says he's at $3. I'm hoping for 100, but if it is more, all the better. And Brian, if you have your PayPal or Venmo or anything, do you have any of that information?
I do. Let me get that. I'll put that in the chat, and you can give that to everyone.
Okay, yeah, it's 1,750. So if we hit 1,750, he's going to add another 250. So I think we can easily get that 1,750 to get to the $2,000 mark. Now, G Money, you have a question.
I just want to make a statement to Brian. As much as we banter back and forth, and I really don't like anybody from Green Bay or Wisconsin or anything like that, because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, and Brett Favre still torments me with that pass to that tight end on the sideline there that cost us our opportunity for the Super Bowl. But in all due respect, I do respect what he's trying to assist his cause. And, you know, I've mentioned to Jason, maybe backstage I mentioned it to Brian as well, but I understand what Mission 22 is about. In another previous video, I referred to it as Project 22, which is basically the same cause, just different title, being organized by different people. So I am committing verbally to make a pledge of $22.22 to Mission 22 through Brian whenever we receive his link. I want him to, I can go directly to the cause, or I can give it to Brian for him to deliver it to his friend. I'd prefer to do it that way.
And I'm going to match that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you both. That's very, very generous of you.
Yeah, I'm going to match that. So as soon as we get those links, I'll get that money to you today, Brian.
Great, thank you.
That there's I mean, there's a lot of noble causes out there, but we lose 22 veterans a day to suicide, and it is it's very noble to for these organizations to try and help veterans that are having a very difficult time going from the transition from soldier to civilian, and that's a very difficult thing to go through. So yes, G Money.
When I was watching I was doing a lot of follow up about Mission 22, and one of the phrases that stuck out in my head, I even wrote it on a notepad, that was so powerful to me was basically something to the effect that they're fighting the war at home. Fighting the war at home. That's so powerful. That's so significant. If anybody understands what that means, that's a very powerful statement.
It truly is. Now, the one thing that I can say that I have on my website right now, and if you guys would go check it out, it's under the Wreaths Across America tab on my website, and I'm going to share it with you right now. What it is somebody actually reached out to me and wanted to do a story for what I do with veterans, or something pertaining to veterans, and they wrote an article on should you hire veterans for your new small business. It's not a long read. It's a very short read, but if you get a chance, go over to the Wreaths Across America tab on my website, JJDrones360.com/Wreaths Across America, and go ahead and read it. They put a lot of time and effort into the article, and I think it was absolutely fantastic that they were willing to do that. So go check that out. It's a great article, and I was happy to put it on my website. And then we've got a football debate going on in the chat. Paul C says go Niners. Robert Mac Media says Los Angeles Rams thumbs down. Kansas City Chiefs thumbs up. And let's see here. Nick says I like the Chiefs too, Robert. And he can't back the Niners. But Nick is a Cowboys fan, and that's why he and G Money get along. We are going to have to. We are going to have to do a
Nick
football
Conway
show.
sent me a cup, and I've been sporting it earlier today, and you know, I was hoping there was going to be an appearance by Nick Conway at some point in time, where he's not out there in the woods kissing hogs, maybe talking to G Money or something. But I've been sporting his cup. I'm sporting his hat. Early. Look, I got it right here. PPG, PayPal Gary. I got it right there, Nick. Thank you so much.
So, Brian, we're going to have G Money's going to end up donating $22.22. I'm going to match that $22.22. So that's $44.44 that we're going to do. And then Stormy Sky Real Productions wants to know, Brian, are you going to put up a community post?
I have not hit the 500 subscriber mark to do community posts yet. So,
okay, so
I would love to. I would love to do that, but so maybe that if it's 17 people if they're subscribed, I can do a community.
I think that got changed too, because I think I was doing community posts before I got to 500. Don't quote me on that, because I'm just slightly above 500, and I think they reduced that.
I tried it earlier this week, and it was
Really?
telling me no. So
I'm only at like 527. I think I've been doing community posts for a couple months now, even though nobody watches them or anything, but I still had the opportunity.
Well, if I can figure it out, I will definitely do it.
Okay, so we've got Brian's Venmo, which is at Brian Is it Hetchel?
It's Heckle. CNHR.
Okay.
Yes.
And then it's his PayPal is at Heckle. So I've got it up there for everybody, so you can check that out. Go ahead and if you're going to donate, and it doesn't matter how little you donate or how much you donate, just if you're able to donate, because this is a very worthy organization. And then Haley has put up Brian's YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe and get him 15 more subs and make him pay up $15 for Wreaths Across America. Yes, G Money.
I'm reading a comment from Stormy Sky Rail Productions saying, Brian, you have the community tab. So they're saying you already have it. I thought he might. I didn't go to view his channel, but according to Stormy Sky Rail Productions, Brian has the community tab.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Steve and Jenny.
Yeah, Steve and Jenny, thank you so much for giving that information. Robert Maxey says, Cheesehead Media, you got another one, Brian. So there's another subscriber for you.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome.
Like I said,
open up the wallet.
Yeah, just go ahead. Even if you don't like Brian's channel, just go ahead and subscribe to his channel. And if you just really don't like the guy, he already said he's going to be paying me money. So
That's about it. That's about it.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Brian's favorite movie is Throw Mama from the Train or something like that.
No,
not even close.
No. I think he's doing trains because he likes the train wreck that this show is. Okay.
Yeah, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, or is that another movie?
That is another movie.
No, not that. if you really want, I'll tell you if you really want to know.
Ted says, I got to do that live bait making for Wreaths Across America. Just got to make some time soon. So as soon as you get that figured out, let me know, and I'm going to share the heck out of it. And I know G Money will, and Brian will as well.
I want to know Brian's favorite movie.
Well, it's actually, there is a line to it relating to a movie that was released this weekend. And I'm not talking about Barbie.
I thought he was going to say the Barbie movie was his favorite movie.
No, in Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer made the statement that I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. And that line was used or read by a political officer on a Soviet submarine and handed it back to the captain of Ramius. So, yes, my favorite movie is The Hunt for Red October.
There you go. There's your answer. Paul says, if you guys want to keep helping all of these causes, you really need to set up selling some products and getting some sponsors just to make things a little cheaper. And yes, and I completely understand that, Paul, and that's why we tried to do a silent auction with Haley's coasters. Now I've got these 4 right
I brought
here.
something to the party, just so you know.
There you go.
Bam. I think I may not be the first recipient, but I think I was in the first batch. And if you notice, there's a ball and chain on that worm, you know. It's not the worm in the fight, it's how you wiggle it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you,
That's
Billy.
right.
Appreciate it.
And we've got all of these coasters that we tried to do a silent auction all week this week, and we didn't get any responses. So what I'm going to do is, if anyone is interested in any of these coasters, I think I already know who's going to get 1 set of these, but there's going to be 2 more sets over here. I will do a reduced price for whoever wants them, and I will do whatever you're willing to donate to Wreaths Across America. I will send them out to you, whether it be $5, $10, $20. They're a $40 item, or it's $40 for these.
Are the wolves still there?
The wolves are still here.
Sold.
Okay, so those are gone.
We'll talk after the show.
We'll talk after the show. So the wolves are gone. So we've still got the flowers.
I have a recommendation. I say you sell 2 of those coasters for $22.22 versus 4 for $40. Makes sense, right?
Sounds good to me.
What I'm saying.
So we've still got these. So that means that we've got 1 more set left that is not sold. And you can either or not. You can even choose the flowers or these. But if you would like, email me, Jason at JJDrones360.com, or just send your donation to Wreaths Across America through my PayPal, and just put in auction, and then I will know. Robert Mack says, envelope coming once I get back to Missouri. Thank you so much, Robert Mack. I do appreciate that. So there is merchandise on my website. So if you are interested in buying something versus just donating, you can go to my website and underneath the Wreaths Across America tab, in fact, I think there's an actual merchandise. There's so much stuff going on my website, it's hard to think about what all is going on there. Yeah, it's under JJDrones360.com/donate. And underneath that donate button, there is all of the merchandise that is up for sale if you would rather get something in return for your money versus just the donation. So that is up there and available as well. And basically anything that you click on there is going to bring you to my PayPal. And just put in into the PayPal what you are purchasing, and and how many items they are, and give me your address, and I will send that off to you immediately. Thank you so much for coming in, Chris. Appreciate you being here. So we're getting towards the end of the program, and we still don't know who is our Blinker Fluid of the Week winner yet. So we're going to take a look and see where the poll is. Ooh.
Is it a pole or is it a rod?
Nope, this is an actual poll.
Okay.
But we do have a little bit of a problem. We're tied. So we're going to have, when G Money comes back, we're going to have G Money break the tie. But he left for a moment. So we'll get back to that in a minute. But we do have Brian's Venmo and his PayPal up there. So if you're interested in donating to the 22 project?
It's called Mission 22.
Mission 22, I'm sorry.
No, not a,
So if you're interested in donating to Mission 22, Gary and I are both donating $22.22 to Mission 22 today. And if you want to help, if you're not able to actually donate to Wreaths Across America, you don't have the money, just go over to Brian's channel, let him pay it for you. He's going to donate $1 for every person that subscribes to his channel. And it's going to be fantastic for him to do that. And I do appreciate that, Brian. And just for everybody else that is in the chat, here is the website for Mission 22 if you are interested in actually looking up some information on them. And like I said with Wreaths Across America, don't take my word for it. Don't take Brian's word for it. Go in and actually do your own research and make sure that that's an organization that you want to donate to. Because, I have heard of Mission 22 before, and I think they're a great organization. Now, G Money, you are going to be our tiebreaker because number 1 and number 2 are tied for the Blinker Fluid of the Week award winner.
I was obviously away, and when you guys initially did that, I wasn't 100% focused, but my heart was telling me to pick Uno.
So number one is the winner. Blinker Fluid of the Week award. So congratulations, number 1. And that is the screwdriver flavored this week. Screwdriver flavored. I mean, you could tell just by the way that Sadie was sleeping on the couch. She had one too many screwdrivers today. You know, it does happen when Dan's away. She just goes and just does whatever the heck she wants. So hopefully Dan is able to be here next week. Actually, no. Next week, I don't know how this is going to work because we're actually going to be leaving Pennsylvania on Sunday. So we're probably going to have an earlier JJDrones Sunday get-together next Sunday. And we're probably going to be doing it from Ted's lake house. And if I can talk, or I still need to talk to Ted and get him to get some things together so that we can do a full live stream from his lake house. So that's kind of exciting. He doesn't know it yet, and if he's in the chat, Ted, we need to talk about that because it's going to be the end of our trip to Pennsylvania, and I think that would be the best way to do a final send-off from our trip out there. So that is... one other thing that I want to talk about, and I've got about 6 minutes left. And the one thing that I wanted to share with you guys is the Asurion Insurance through Amazon. Now, when I was filming the last video, my camera was on the tripod, and a gust of wind came and took the camera and made it go flat over. And I'm sure that anyone that has seen the video has actually seen that. So I took it home and I went on to their website and talked to somebody in customer service for about 10 to 15 minutes. They sent me a link for a shipping stamp and then had me send the camera to them. And So pretty much put it in a box, shipped it off. It took about 2 days for it to get from my house in Michigan down to their repair center down in Illinois. And now, at first, I had to keep on going to their website and checking the status because I didn't get an email from them. But I did get another email from them like Friday. They say that they could probably fix it within 5 to 10 days and then ship it back. So, not really sure when I'm going to get the camera back. The camera that I used before I had that camera, this one here, I plugged this thing into my laptop today, and it took away all audio and all visual from my laptop. So this thing's getting chucked into the garbage. So basically, I'm using the camera that's built into the laptop. So I apologize for the quality of the video broadcast today, but hopefully the audio makes up for it. Did you want to say something, G Money?
I had a bug, but yes, there was literally a bug flying in my face. But yeah, I've been, with permission of Paul C, I'd like to make a comment. Yes.
Yes.
So getting back to Brian's cause and his PayPal link, maybe Brian, anybody who wants to donate to that Mission 22, maybe Brian can do his first community post and let us know what his PayPal link is. Maybe Brian can include that with all his other things on his header page up there with his Pinterest and all the other, the other things that I mentioned previously. Anyway, but anyway, seriously, it'd be really cool to see. Mission 22 is a very important cause, as is Wreaths Across America, and I want to, it's all pertaining to veterans, so it's very important that we get serious about these veterans causes and these benefits. And, we just, thank you, Haley, for posting that. That's great. I even thought about, and it's a little bit late now because we're about to exit, but if that was on the ticker, we didn't find out till at the end of this broadcast. But
right.
Maybe going forward, if Brian's going to be the co-host and I'm just going to be a sidekick or whatever, you can put Brian's, King Brian up there with all his information, and I'll just sit back here eating French fries and just watch the party.
French fries.
It's poutine.
Poutine. Yeah.
Protein, bro. Protein.
And I do have it on good authority that Ted's going to take us to a place out there in Pennsylvania that's got some really good poutine. So I don't know if that means food or never mind. Anyways.
You're going to have to make a short of that and post it online after last week.
Oh yes, there's going to be a short, and if you're eating if you're eating French fries versus cheese curds, G Money, you're doing it wrong. That's all I got to say.
G Money's saving $3 a pop. That's how we do it. That's why we call it G Money right here. G Money. G Money saving
me. Makes sense. Well, so we do have our winner for Blinker Flu of the Week. That was number 1. So thank you, everybody, for participating and voting in that. And I will send that information off to Dan. Brian, do you have any last words before we leave today?
I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank you, Jason, for this platform to let me talk about what I'm trying to raise money for. And I just want to make it clear, this is by no means a way to discourage Wreaths Across America, because that is an amazing organization as well. They both are. And I think G Money just, he made a little comment there. Yes, I'll get my PayPal and my Venmo links up on my YouTube channel. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button. Make me pay money to Jason. So.
Thank you, Brian. And G Money, you have the last word.
Woo, that's tough. All I can say is veterans, have earned their respect, their support. these two co-hosts up here. One's representing Wreaths Across America. One's representing Mission 22. But the one that's representing Mission 22 is also representing Wreaths Across America, and vice versa. So me down here as another supporter of both of those causes, I implore as many people as possible to please just dig into your wallet, your purse, whatever you have, and if you need to make a personal sacrifice, even $5 would be a tremendous asset to any one of these causes. And that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for tuning in, listening, and supporting these veteran causes.
All righty. Well, thank you very much, Gary. Thank you, Brian. Both of you have been fantastic guest hosts, or not guest hosts, but co-hosts today. Brian is the guest host because Dan wasn't able to make it. But, you know, Brian does look a little bit better than, you know, more handsome than Dan. You know, just saying.
You're starting something.
I know that. I know. I'm starting something. We'll see what happens next week when if Dan is able to make it onto the show, or if we're even going to have that kind of a show next week. So we'll figure it out as the time comes. So stay tuned to my channel and definitely watch for updates, because we're going to be hitting the road on Wednesday. Or not Wednesday. We're hitting the road Thursday, and then Wednesday is going to hopefully be the video with the huge reveal of the big surprise that is coming up. So thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, everybody.